Hello and welcome to Irish Sports World on Friday, the 2nd of February 2024. And apologies to my listener for missing last night. Had some technical difficulties and it just got late. And to be honest with you, there was very little on last night anyway, other than I was preparing on have a word on Man United's amazing defeat of West Ham 4-3 and having a rant about that. And I think I have a rant before about Ten Hag. I think in Ferguson's day, a 4-3 win over Wolves wouldn't be considered an amazing result. Would point to a lot of weaknesses in defence as well as everything else. So I think Ten Hag, because of his treatment of Sancho and how he used Sancho, is going to haunt him in his next jobs. Today, St. Bridget's Day. Well, that was yesterday actually, the 1st of February. So today's the day after St. Bridget's Day. And one bit of disappointing news is that the Tyson Fury fight is off. Tyson in training got a cut over his eye, so that's going to be postponed for a while. It's sad because we've been waiting for that fight. Anyone who knows boxing has been waiting for that fight for a long time now, and hopefully it will happen someday, but that's how it goes. Bit of soccer, not there's a lot happening, but I did say last night that I fancied, or I was going to say, or I may have said that South Korea and Japan will meet in the Asian Nations final, and there's the top game of the quarterfinals of South Korea against Australia, and just watching a little bit of it there on YouTube, and Australia led from the middle of the game until something like 6-7 minutes of injury time when South Korea got a penalty. And in my way of looking at it, it was never a penalty. The guy went down, the attacker went down, but the defender got the ball, and it was a ridiculous decision. In extra time, Son, the Spurs winger cum striker, scored a fantastic goal from a free kick. So South Korea are still there. Then a little mention of rugby, and it was Ireland's first game of the Six Nations tonight, away to France in Marseille. It sounded like a tough assignment, but I'm looking at it and I was just amazed that France were 4-7 favourites to win. So I guess you could have got Ireland at something like 6-4. And I'm really amazed because France are missing their two best players, Dupont and Tamac, and they would struggle to beat Ireland even with those players. So I was really, but it's not being wised after the event. Honestly, it's not. But Ireland had an easy win down in Marseille, 38 points to 17, and seemed to have done what they liked. And there we go. So there was a bit of value there if we'd gotten into it earlier, but let's see how the season goes. I don't get madly excited about rugby or Ireland or the Irish rugby team, to be honest. But the big event of the weekend for some of us is the Leopardstown Racing Festival, which is quite a really top class stuff. All the races more or less are class 1, grade 1, worth the average 90,000 to the winner. So it's all good quality horses. The problem is looking down through the card, as anybody could say this, that the William Mullins monopoly has gone too far. Too many horses in each race. And he's, over half the horses in each race, then it's no good to anybody because you can't bet. You don't know what's going to win. And I remember last year he had a tendency for Townend, his main jockey, to be on the favourite, or the favourite being made because Townend was on them, and for a second or third favourite, or second or third string of Mullins to seemingly come in and win. So it smells bad, it looks bad, and I don't know how you get away with that, I don't know. But it's getting unhealthy now, it really is. I just went through the card as I can, and just a few little outsider fancies. I had tried to stay away from Willie, hoping he has a bad day for once. But I think in the very first one, 120, or actually to pick one that Townend's not on. So in 120, I have I Will Be By. 150, Calaconti, Elliot, trained by Elliot. 225, Facile Vega, up against Marine Nationale, who's real hot pup. But Facile Vega, if he's in the mood, you never know. And then I've got 3 o'clock Music of Tara, Rachel and Henry the Bromant. 410, the same pairing, have the Folks Tiara. And the last race, the bumper, I'll go for a bit of an outsider. Jeroboam Machin. I like that name, and it's trained by Emmett Mullins, who can do extraordinary things like win Grand Nationals with outsiders and stuff like that. And of course, he's a relative of Willie's, but these days, the way things are going, it won't be Irish racing anymore. In 10 years' time, it'll be Mullins racing, and that's how it goes. And you do like to have a bit of variety, have the outsider winning, so I'll say no more. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow.